Well, the final episode of the roundup. It's emotional. Like, this was so fun. I've had so many amazing guests, and I've got such a good one today. Wait, Vigo, are you there?
I am. But I don't look the same.
What do you mean? Wait. What do you mean? Oh my.
Hey!
Oh my God. Vigo.
Hey!
Do you know, this
I'm
has happened
back.
so many times when my guests come out looking like fools, and now you're
Bitch,
taking my outfit. Why do you look like that? What are you?
I went to the same surgeon as you did. I look like you now.
Wow, bitch, you know what? No, I'm leaving. I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna get changed.
I'm gonna show you my new trick.
Oh,
Look.
okay.
Wait.
Oh my God, wait. Nebula is shit scared of spiders. Wait. You wait here. Hide over there. I'm gonna go grab Nebula real quick, okay? One sec. Nebula, I spilled my drink. No, I know you're directing, but like, I genuinely spilled my drink. Can you just go clean it up? I gotta get changed, okay? Thank you.
Hey, bitch.
For the final time this season, it's the Roundup, honey. Yes, this is the Roundup season finale, final episode of the Roundup. I've honestly enjoyed this so much. Each one of my guests has been great. All of you guys watching have been great. And my guest today has been the most requested person to join me on the Roundup since episode 1. And I'm so glad that I get to welcome Pig Studios Vigo to the Roundup. Hello. Hey! Yes!
I'm back.
How are you?
I've been great. Yeah.
Good. You are back from the dead.
Oh, I literally have risen. Melanie,
Right.
through.
Coming from Melanie Gig. So,
back from the dead.
back from the dead. Yes. What have you been up to? Is there anything you want to tell the audience? Or...
I've been living my life. I've literally been living my life.
I know you've been so busy, and like, girl, I've been busy too, and I'm living. Like, we've kind of both leveled up to that like new height. I know the fans haven't seen you in a while, but I mean, I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you're finally on the Roundup. Are you happy to be here?
No. I mean, yes.
No, right. Have you been watching Radiant season 1?
Yes. Oh my god,
No.
it's so good. I love
Yes, I'm so glad. We recently hit 1,000 subscribers on the channel.
it. Yeah.
Yes! Come on, a round of applause, the whole team. And anyone who's ever helped us out, whether you've just been in a video, whether you helped us out with anything before, thank you all so much. In the words of Tana, we couldn't have hit 1,000 subscribers if you didn't subscribe. So, episode 9, it feels crazy to say that, begins with the fallout from episode 8. And Edgar spilled the tea on his way out. And he revealed that Ali had like told him who Jonathan had voted for with being Edgar, and they were meant to be an alliance, so it's kind of caused some drama. What did you think of the drama?
Oh, it was so unnecessary. Just survive. Just keep living. Keep surviving.
Right.
No. But yeah, no. I mean, the truth will always come up.
Right, and I feel like this close to the end as well, like you said, just like survive. Like, you've got 2 more episodes until the season's over, episode 9 and 10. Like, just survive. And
Time
even
is running
then,
out.
right, before the guests continue, they notice that Valerie, the vote taker, has gone missing. Now, what would you have done in this situation? If you had this vote taker with you all night and as good as Valerie, because Valerie's such a good character, but now she's gone missing, would you be skeptical? Like, what would you be thinking?
I would be kind of confused at first because why would she like disappear all of a sudden? And then I would be like, this is not a good sign because she has helped us all night and she's like poop gone. Like there is gonna be a very difficult challenge coming up.
So as the guests are looking for Valerie, they run up the stairs and they see this like minion bug thing. It kind of looks like the child of that hideous spider that you were earlier.
No, that was you. What do you mean?
The hideous spider that you were earlier. No, it's so crazy. Like you did that on episode 9 of the spider. It just like links up perfectly. But
Iconic, right?
yes, it was iconic. It really was.
Iconic.
It was. Your comeback is like a giant spider.
That
But
looks like you.
shut up, bitch. A giant white spider. That's my bio. So the minion is signaling them to go into this portal, and this portal is very Stranger Things, circa season 1, with like the flying bits of like dandruff, bitch, in the thing.
Oh, ew.
You know those like little like flying things, and like it was all like cookie. What did you
Just
think of this portal?
Just like in the room right here. There's also dandruff flying.
Oh, and that's funny because it was CJ last time, so I wonder who that's from.
You bitch.
So, would you have gone through the portal if some little like bug thing was like signaling? Would you have gone through, or would you have been like, hell?
No, I would just walked out of there. I would be like, no,
That's
I
the
choose
magic.
my own
It's,
destiny.
it's keeping the guests in, so they can't. So they go into the portal and they are greeted by the understudy, which is our lieutenant for episode 9. And she starts off as just as like a cutesy like woman, and there's nothing really creepy about her. But she asks the guest to fetch her a monologue, and the monologue has to fit her. So if there was a Vigo task and we had to find something that fit you, what would it be?
It would be falling off the stairs because I'm very clumsy.
It's me falling down the stairs.
For the next part, they go downstairs and they build a new set for the new lieutenants.
Yes. What did you think about that? Was there anyone who stood out to you in the task was like doing well, or would you think it was kind of like even?
It was kind of like even. I mean, I don't remember a lot, but
Bitch, me too. I'm asking you that. I'm like, was it? No. To be fair, that wasn't like the most memorable task. I think the more memorable part was when the minion takes them to do the puzzles. So, was there anyone in this task that stood out to you?
well, to be honest, if I'm recalling, I think Jonathan did one of the best because he has been really consistent throughout the night, which like makes him like one top competitor.
Yeah, no, I agree. I think Jonathan's been good. And he also finished first. I think it was Ali who finished second. But no, I think they both did well. And I mean, again, it was kind of like an even task. I think at this point, the top 4 are sticking together so well and kind of all helping each other that it does get hard to like look at one person who's doing better than the rest, you know? So before we talk about the next part, I just want to dive into the OG Roblox Escape the Night by yourself. So Radiance Escape the Night is like a live action moment, but your old Escape the Night with like the animations and stuff is
please.
like
Just a screenshot.
it's so vintage YouTube though. Like I remember
Excellent.
watching that before we were even friends. I remember watching that and like loving it. Like I think that was the OG like Roblox moment of Escape the Night. How did it feel to kind of be like the king of like the OG Roblox Escape the Night?
Oh, I was in my element. I was like living. I mean, you know, at that point I was like, oh, I'm doing so well. But looking back, I was like flopping so much. I would have done so many things differently. And my English, oh, if I watch those subtitles, the English is so wrong. Like everything is spelled wrong. And I'm like, no.
So for the first time, I think I've seen it in ETN, maybe I'm wrong. The guests get the artifact without a death, without a chance. They literally just have it and they're good to go. And they return to the lieutenant. She's like transformed a bit, but they're about to leave. And Jonathan lets it slip that they have the artifact, and then the lieutenant gets mad. What would you have done if you were one of the other guests and you could have just escaped the whole theater and Jonathan fucked it up?
Oh, I would be pissed because I could have just died right on the spot, even though it was not my fault, it was his fault. So I would have just ran away. I would just grab my friend and I would like, bye, I'm out of here.
They now have to run away, and when they do eventually go through the portal, they don't go back to the lounge. They end up in like this, I think Jocelyn called it the nether. It was like a deep cave,
The
very
underworld.
strange thing. Yes, like the underworld, and they have to collect loads of spider eggs, and like,
That was disgusting.
yeah, it was. Bitch, you're talking when you were dressed as a spider earlier. Let me tell you something.
No, I was dressed up as you. What do you mean?
Bitch, I just keep walking into it at this point. I just keep walking into
The plastic surgeon did such a good job on copying.
real. Would you have been good at this task? A kind of like finding the like eggs, but also running away.
Oh, I'm
from
very
them
good at
kind
finding eggs.
What the? No, what do you mean by that? Okay, so do you think you would have done good at like the hiding away from the lieutenant part as well?
Well, I would be very good. I would be as good as the District 6 person from the Hunger Games.
What the? Ali really shone in this one for me. She was the last one to get captured.
Right.
And there was some really funny moments in this. Like Nebula's camera angles. She had one shot, like Nebula like lines the camera.
Oh, from the back, over
yes,
the shoulder.
It was really, really good. But no, there was a lot of funny moments in here as well. Like the whole thing with like the partners and Jocelyn, and just like the whole like it was funny, but it was suspenseful because people were getting captured one by one, and I think Ali was really good in this. But even Ali couldn't evade capture, and the guests end up in the jail cells that we've seen all season now since episode 1, and they have to vote on the spot. No discussing, no nothing. How do you feel about this? Because like this late in the game, one vote will send you in. So the fact that they don't even have like a chance to strategize, how do you feel about that?
They have to just base it on luck.
They just have to vote just then and there. So
Yeah.
they didn't have a chance to speak to each other. It was just kind of like no thought, just vote. Would you have preferred that, or would you want it to be BGK?
Oh, I would have loved to plead my case because I know that there would be a person dying, and it should not be me. Like if I was in that position, yeah.
Do you think you would have done it like out in the open in the jail cells? Because I mean, they didn't give you a chance, but would you have been like, wait, I'm gonna make my own time to plead my case, or would you
No,
have just had to go there?
that would be selfish, and then it would give you more like chance to get voted in. But I would be like, before
Yeah.
we do this, let's just think about who has helped us the most,
Yeah,
and they should not die. Like who helped us the least, they should like go in and prove themselves to like not be sent in.
because I mean, obviously, in episode 10, you're not guaranteed to survive. Like, I'll just tell the viewers this right now. The 3 people who made it to episode 10 are not the survivors yet. They still have 1 episode that they need to make it through. But
Yeah.
obviously, episode 9, at least like someone else is going into a challenge. So I agree. It's kind of like such a stressful time that close to the end. You don't want to draw attention to yourself.
No, right.
The death challenge is pulled, and as Jocelyn described it, it is the battle of the blue. It is Ali versus Pablo. Now you have had experience with Pablo because he was on your
The
original
challenge.
show. Yes, he was on the challenge as well. Do you think he's like a strong competitor?
Oh, definitely. He is a very strong competitor, and he has
Yeah.
beaten me many times. And I was so pissed off when he did that because I was like, "Bitch, the penguin just beat me."
Let's do it more.
Kill those stupid fucking penguins. But no, yeah.
Yes, but no, I think Pablo is strong, and I mean, Ali's won one death challenge, and the other one she was like a partner, so I guess 2. So she's been strong as well. So I think it's going to be a close one to call. My money would be on Pablo. Would you say the same? Like, are you thinking Pablo's going to win this?
Definitely.
Yes. So they go into the challenge, and the first part is to arrange the spiders in rainbow order. So this is like Clover and Nebula's nightmare, because again, they hate spiders. So I don't know why we even made this episode, because I don't like them either. That's like half of radio. So yes, you have to put the spiders in the rainbow order. Do you think you would have been good at this, since you know you're gay and like the rainbow pride? Think you would have been good?
No, I'm colorblind.
Bitch, I would have lived. I think it would be really cute. But obviously, that wasn't the only part. The second part of the challenge was to find like 5 animals in the spider web and bring it back and match them up to like a really scientific name. Do you think you would have been good at this part? Because obviously it's not just finding the animals, but it's like matching them up to the name.
Oh, definitely not, because my vocabulary is not that big.
Yeah.
I would be like full on stressing out. I would be just like, well, let me just walk out of here because I'm not gonna die here
Yeah.
because I cannot read English. My Jessica moment.
Yeah. Jessica, wow, oh my god, Rob. No, actually, I'm so upset. In this challenge, we see it's a sweep. Pablo is got 4 out of the 5, and he's almost winning. And it's such a suspenseful moment. And I mean, everyone in the live chat was thinking it was a wrap for Ali. Ali, you could hear it in her voice, was like shaking. And then, as you know, out of nowhere, Ali gets 1, and then 2, and then 3, and it is getting neck and neck. They are 4 and 4 until finally Ali finds the last one. The biggest comeback I've ever seen in an Escape the Night Death challenge, not even just Radiant. It was crazy. So Ali beats Pablo. Were you surprised?
Yes, and I was in shock, which is the same thing.
Yeah, I was about to say. Yeah.
No, but this is the reason why you should never celebrate early, because there's always a possibility, as you can tell with like Pablo and Ali. Ali was like so far behind, but in the end, Ali won still, because she just didn't give up. Like, never give up, never give up, never gonna give you up. No.
It was quite interesting to see. Pablo wasn't like super cocky. He was kind of helping Ali. Would you have been able to help someone if it was like that close to the end, or would you have been too competitive and you would have just gone for him?
I would have been too competitive, because if it was my life up against theirs, my life is of course more important. That's just not selfish, but it's just a survival instinct. My adrenaline would be through the roof. I would be like, I'm not dying today by a stupid spider. I would love to die in peace and not like stressed out and just have my life being wasted, you know?
Yeah, no, I agree. I think as well, at the beginning of the night, you know, you might not have been into it as much, but even like breaking the fourth wall a bit, these people have now got to know each other for 9 episodes. Like, you get so immersed in these, like, you know, Escape the Night or whatever it is, whether it's like any long-term game, like you get so immersed in it that like, if you're not going full throttle right at the end, then like, why are you even there? Like, I think Pablo's really sweet, and obviously as a person, we both know him, and I do really like Pablo, but I don't think this was the time to be sweet. Girl, be sweet afterwards. Like, you know, be sweet in like a game night that doesn't mean anything. Like, this is a big opportunity, and like, he almost got to the end, but he didn't win the challenge. So, you know, that was very interesting, but they have news. And Pablo and Ali walk out and see a sign that says they both get to live. Were you skeptical? Because, I mean, no, I know what you said when we watched the episode. So, would you like to tell the viewers?
Well, at first I was like, is this like a Liza situation? Because Liza survived in the actual ETN along with Tyler. And we all were like, but in the end, she ended up dying
Died
anyway, but because she kind of cheated, or like they cheated, so they were like, off with the heads.
The guests return, and they have to perform Macbeth, and a fucking Nebula in editing starts the credit. So we'll go back to like what was said in the play, but the credits start to roll. So everyone thought the episode was done. Everyone genuinely thought that we were having 4 people go into episode 10. And I'm so glad, because we all like faked them out. I was loving it. But no one saw it coming in the end. Like, you know, in the beginning you're a bit skeptical, like, why is this happening? But by the end, people were believing it. And then the little rewind, like, sound. Were you gagged?
Oh, I kind of was. It wasn't like, it looked so realistic with like the ending credits.
To be fair, it would have been a really like confusing end to an episode to just like stop it mid-day. It would have been weird. The director is finally revealed to us, and this is a big moment in the ETN. Like, as you know, she's been in the previously on segments, and she was in like the trailer, and like it's been this big lieutenant, like the main antagonist of the entire season, and we've never seen her in a main episode. So she finally is revealed, voiced by the amazing Kimmy. You know Kimmy as well. I love it. But she finally is revealed, and she says,
"But I'm
Macbeth," and she stabs Pablo. What were you thinking?
Another Liza moment. Yup. It was a twist. It was a twist. It was a twist.
It was. How did you feel seeing the director? Because first of all, her outfit is gorgeous. Thank you to Chloe. and just in general, like, it's such a badass, like, lieutenant. Like, how are you feeling finally seeing her? And I mean, her being introduced and just murdering a guy.
Oh, it was like too overwhelming, I think. It was like all of things were happening. They thought they were escaping the credits scene, and then she was like, "Hey, bitch," and then it was like, "Bam, hey, bitch."
So we have a top 3. Who are the top 3 have you enjoyed the most this season?
Well, actually, the drama with Ali and Jonathan was very funny as well. Like, it brought the tea. Clock that tea.
So is it Jonathan you've enjoyed watching the most?
Yes.
Love. Yeah, no, I think Jonathan did good this season, especially towards the second half. I think Jonathan started off a little slower, and like I've been telling the fans, the Savant isn't guaranteed to survive in our ETN. So, it was definitely like a slow start for Jonathan, but I think he was good by the end of it, and I'm glad that he made it to episode 10. We have made it to the end of the roundup. I've enjoyed having you here so much.
Oh my god, thank you.
It's been a long time coming. It has been a long time coming there. And I'm so glad that we reunited on the roundup. Have you got anything you want to plug?
There has to be another poster with me.
I know. We need to switch them out with you.
Like,
but
really, like there should be a poster of me. There should be a poster of me, and there should be a poster of me. Like,
oh no, we should
all
leave the
about
ones with me
me.
though.
Huh?
We should definitely leave the ones with me.
No.
So is there anything you want to plug? Anything you want to like tell that's up and coming? I don't know. I mean, I know like you've taken a step back, so if you don't want to, that's okay. Is there anything up and coming?
Oh, definitely. I will make a comeback this summer. Maybe.
Oh,
Maybe.
Oh, exclusive. Okay.
Oh,
well, the Radiant fans hear it first. You could talk about it in the server. I've already plugged the server, and I'll be on screen again if you need it.
Well, I
And-
disappear.
Well, no, you've said it. Now you have to do it. You put it into writing. So we are having a Pig Studios comeback this summer. At least one video. That's what we shared today. An exclusive. So I hope you've enjoyed the roundup. This is the end of the season. I've enjoyed doing this so much. I mean, Vigo, we did Aftermath together. I love having my talk show fantasy.
Oh my god,
And
yes.
I'm so happy that we got to finish it off together. And to you, the viewers, thank you so much for watching. Episode 10 is going to be the best finale you've ever seen. It's insane. So make sure you keep watching and then stick around for season 2 as well, Route 666. But honestly, this has meant so much. We just hit 1,000 subscribers. And I'm so happy you've enjoyed the roundup. I'm so happy you've enjoyed the ETN. And honestly, I loved this season. So thank you so much. And yes, Vigo should too. Get a spoken friend. I love doing it. And you know what? We'll see you soon. And possibly a season 2 of The Roundup, honey. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Ooh, that's the end, bitch.